Let's talk about diamonds. Since so many of the haters suddenly discovered ethics, the moment Meghan put on a pair of earrings. Yes, Meghan wore chandelier earrings gifted by the Saudi crown prince at a formal royal event. Approved by royal aides, cleared by Kensington Palace. She was told they were borrowed. And yet, 5 years later, the haters are still screaming hypocrite, like she smuggled them out of a war zone. But here's what they always forget. Every woman in that family wears blood diamonds. Just because the blood dried centuries ago doesn't mean it's not there. The Queen, she wore the Koh-i-Noor, a 105-carat diamond looted from India during colonial rule. It sits on a crown the British refused to return, even as multiple countries demand it back. The Cullinan diamonds, mined from South Africa under imperial rule, and gifted to the crown as a loyalty gesture. That's not a gift, that's extortion. Camilla wore them at the coronation like it was another Tuesday. And Kate Middleton, she's worn pieces from the exact same Saudi jewelry collection Meghan was crucified for. Originally given to Princess Diana by Crowned Prince Fahd. Where's the outrage for that? Oh right. It's only a problem when Meghan touches it. Got it. And let's not forget Prince Andrew, who wore an HRH title standing beside Jeffrey Epstein, accepted luxury trips from billionaires, and paid off an SA lawsuit tied to a trafficked minor. So tell me again how Meghan's earrings are a scandal? The truth is, the hypocrite Meghan haters don't care about human rights. They care about controlling Meghan. If they held the rest of the family to even 1/10 of the standard they impose on her, there wouldn't be a monarchy left to defend. So, if you're ready to demand Camilla return her coronation diamonds, or Kate hand back her Saudi set, or the crown give India and South Africa their jewels back, spare us your fake morality.
Such men are allowed to fill this earth for seeing through nonsense and actually calling them out. Once more, thank you, Mr. JTB. Now, Meghan and those infamous Saudi diamond earrings. The haters are out here screaming hypocrite louder than a toddler in a candy store meltdown. All because she rocked some bling tied to Saudi Arabia's Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman back in 2018. Then 5 years later, girlfriend struts out wearing them again, and the internet loses its collective mind. They're clutching their pearls, claiming she borrowed the earrings only to sneakily keep them. Meanwhile, the entire royal family, Queen Elizabeth II, Kate Middleton, Camilla, has been dripping in questionable diamonds forever, and nobody bats an eyelash. But when it's Meghan, oh honey, the haters can't deal. Let's unpack this mess and throw some shade where it belongs, because Meghan's the only one catching unfair heat in this royal jewelry saga. Picture this. It's 2018. Meghan Markle is fresh on the royal scene, making headlines everywhere, and she's absolutely dazzling at a glamorous state dinner in Fiji, turning heads in a stunning blue dress that has everyone talking. She's rocking these jaw-dropping diamond chandelier earrings, sparkling under the lights, and instantly, they become the talk of the night. Word gets out that these earrings are actually a gift from the Saudi royal family, and suddenly the keyboard warriors are typing up a storm, unleashing a wave of online outrage. How dare she wear those? They cry, pointing fingers at Meghan's advocacy for women's rights and social justice, calling her out for hypocrisy. Apparently she's now a walking contradiction for accepting diplomatic bling, and the controversy just keeps growing. Fast forward to 2023, and Meghan pulls those same earrings out again for another public appearance, sparking fresh debate. The haters dust off their pitchforks, screaming that she lied about borrowing them, and the online drama reignites all over again. Like really? Y'all are still mad about some earrings? It's honestly getting old at this point. Get a hobby. The real tea is that nobody's dragging the other royals for their sparkly skeletons in the closet, even though they've worn plenty of controversial jewels themselves. And that double standard is louder than a tabloid headline, echoing through every royal scandal and media frenzy. Let's talk about those earrings for a hot second. The whole she borrowed them drama is flimsier than a cheap wig. Royals get gifts, loans and hand-me-downs all the time. It's literally part of the gig. Meghan, still figuring out the royal rulebook in 2018, got these as a wedding present. Whether they were gifted, loaned, or she did a little retail therapy later, who cares? It's not like she snuck into the Saudi vault and swiped them. Diplomatic gifts are standard for royals, but somehow, Meghan's the only one getting roasted for it. The haters are acting like she invented the concept of fancy jewelry, when the whole royal crew's been swimming in ethically shady gems since forever. Speaking of, let's throw it back to Queen Elizabeth II, the OG of royal bling. She was the ultimate trendsetter when it came to dazzling jewels, setting the standard for royal sparkle for decades. Her jewelry box was basically a museum of colonial loot packed with diamonds and gemstones that just scream problematic. Each piece tells a story, and not always a pretty one. Take the Koh-i-Noor diamond, acquired during Britain's colonial days, and still a sore spot for India, Pakistan, and Iran. The debate over its rightful ownership has never really gone away. The Queen wore that rock in her crown like it was no big deal, and the press was all, wow, so regal. The controversy, barely a whisper in the headlines, no shade, no scandal, just vibes. The royal family's image stayed squeaky clean no matter what was glittering on their heads. Her tiaras, brooches, and necklaces, each one a showstopper, but with stories that go way deeper than just glamour. Many came from mines where workers were exploited worse than a reality show contestant. The human cost behind those sparkling stones is rarely discussed. But did anyone call her out for wearing blood diamonds? Not really. The conversation just wasn't happening. Nope. She got a pass because, well, tradition. The monarchy's legacy seemed to shield her from criticism. Fast forward to today and there's Kate Middleton, the press's golden girl and modern royal icon. Kate's out here rocking sapphires and diamonds from the royal vault, including that famous engagement ring from Diana. It's a piece loaded with history and sentiment. Spoiler, a lot of those gems have sketchy backstories, tied to colonial-era mining that wasn't exactly fair trade certified. The origins are murky to say the least. Yet when Kate steps out, it's all iconic and elegant. The media can't get enough of her style. Nobody's digging into the ethics of her bling or calling her a hypocrite. The focus stays on the fashion, not the facts. Same goes for Camilla, who's been piling on the tiaras and necklaces like she's auditioning for a Crown commercial. She's embraced the royal jewelry tradition with gusto. Her jewels, same colonial baggage, same silence from the critics. Funny how that works. The sparkle always seems to outshine the story behind it. So why's Meghan the only one catching flack? Buckle up, because it's a mix of her being an outsider, her biracial identity, and her refusal to play the silent royal game. She came in as an American actress with a megaphone for causes like equality and justice, and that ruffled feathers. The nerve of her having a voice. When she wore those Saudi earrings, the haters saw a chance to tear her down, acting like she's the only royal to ever touch a diplomatic gift. The borrowed drama, just another excuse to call her shady. Meanwhile, the rest of the royals are out here wearing gems with histories dirtier than a gossip rag, and it's crickets. The hypocrisy isn't Meghan's. It's the haters picking and choosing who to drag. Let's be clear, blood diamonds are a real issue. Gems mined in war zones, funding violence, and dug up under brutal conditions. That's a problem. The Saudi earrings aren't exactly conflict diamonds, but they're linked to a regime with a spotty human rights record is enough for the haters to pounce. Fair enough, but if we're going to talk ethics, let's talk about the whole royal jewelry box. Queen Elizabeth's colonial haul, Kate's inherited sparklers, Camilla's crown jewels, none of them are squeaky clean. Why aren't the tabloids screaming about those? Oh, right. Because it's only a scandal when Meghan's involved. The haters aren't out here demanding a jewelry audit for the whole family. They just want to dunk on her. Supporting Meghan isn't about pretending royal jewelry is all sunshine and rainbows. It's about recognizing the reality behind the sparkle and understanding that the glitz often hides a much harsher truth. It's about calling out the unfairness, the double standards, and the relentless criticism that seems to follow her everywhere she goes. She's playing by the same rules as every other royal, yet she's the only one getting booed, singled out, and scrutinized for every move she makes. The system, diplomatic gifts, inherited gems, all of it, is the same for everyone. The jewels pass from hand to hand, generation to generation, regardless of who's wearing them. Meghan's not out here rewriting the playbook. She's just existing in it, following the same traditions and expectations as those before her. And when she rocked those earrings again in 2023, that was a statement, a reminder that she won't be shamed into hiding. That wasn't her ignoring the haters. That was her saying, I'm not your punching bag. She's standing tall, refusing to let negativity define her. She's out here living her truth, and the haters can't stand that she's still shining, still smiling, and still moving forward despite it all. The obsession with Meghan's earrings isn't about ethics. It's about finding any excuse to dim her light, to distract from her achievements and her resilience. The royal family's been dripping in questionable diamonds for centuries, but only Meghan gets the hypocrite label, as if the rules suddenly changed when she arrived. It's tired, it's predictable, and it's straight up unfair. The narrative never seems to shift, no matter what she does. If we're going to have a real convo about blood diamonds, let's put everyone's bling under the microscope, not just hers. Let's be honest about where the criticism is really coming from. Until then, the haters need to take several seats and let Meghan keep sparkling. She deserves the same respect and freedom as anyone else in the spotlight. Because, honey, she's not going anywhere and neither are those earrings. Meghan's light is here to stay and it's time we let her shine.